What are some of your personal rules that you refuse to break? I always text my loved one that I made it home safe and sound. Most of my friends and family forget to text me when I ask for them to let me know they made it home safe, which I understand because forgetfulness is a thing, plus I just assume they did. But for me, I refuse to let forgetfulness be an excuse as to why I didn't text my mom or my brother or my best friend that I made it at home safe. I don't know the anxiety someone may be struggling with, what they're going through, and if I can ease them with this simple act. Yeah, I'll make sure to do it. If I won't say it to their face, don't say it behind their backs. If it looks good, a job done, a person's appearance, a kid's behavior, say so. Too often people only point out negatives. If I can help without getting myself in utter shit like lose job, miss a medical appointment I've been waiting months, financial strain, then I will. Be faithful to my husband. Have fun, life's too short to be boring, lame and beige. One I've had to learn, sometimes listening is enough. Don't try to solve their problem. Ask if they want help or just to be heard. Talking negatively about my spouse to anyone incorporated other family, friends, or co-workers. As well as sex life. If he hasn't consented to it, I don't tell. It's always a main topic around people, and it makes me uncomfortable how judgy they get. Flirting with anyone. I don't even want to come off as it, even friendly flirting. Never try to cause harm to anyone or anything, especially to smaller, weaker things. But don't put anything above my own feelings when it matters. Hurting yourself to save someone else's feelings. No smoking. You see, my dad was a smoker and I remember seeing him smoke every day. I remember as a kid he always told me he wished he could try many times but didn't manage to do it. Seeing your old man you look up not being able to break free from smoking made me feel so sad. Fortunately he's 1 year clean now and so happy he made that choice. I won't make the same mistake as him and get addicted to it. With the peer pressure and all the name calling, I refuse to even try smoking. I do not get involved in any of my friends' relationships. When I used to try and play Dr. Phil, they ended off pissed at me and defending their or they heard my advice, went back anyway, and came back when the exact same problem happened again expecting me to give them more advice. If you like your friends, stay out of their relationship. I explain this to all my friends. They either respect it and we move on, or they don't and we move on and I dodge a bullet in the friend department. Don't let people win against me, even if it's a fun board game. I'm not hyper competitive, but I want them to feel like they earned a win and weren't just handed to it. My best friend is a 5 feet 2 inches former AAU girls basketball player while I'm 6 feet 0 inches and only ever play for fun. For 3 years in college we played 1-1 and I won every time. When she finally beat me, nothing was better than seeing the look on her face. She was beyond excited and she knew it was legit and I didn't let her win. I don't mess with drugs, even pot. It's a personal decision because I have family history of abuse of so many things by so many people leading to complete destruction in so many ways and I do not want it. I'll kid around about it, but in truth I'm not a drinker either. There's no benefit to me and too many reminders in the family tree about what can go wrong. What works and doesn't work for some people doesn't have to work for others, and that's okay. I never go through someone's bag or purse. If they are diabetic and their insulin is in there or their heat attack meds or inhaler, I'll bring them their bag and their life depends on them getting it out. I don't go through bags. Even in the military I could do searches because you just instruct the person to empty the bag. I don't go through bags. Oddly, I don't mind anyone going through my suitcase or bags. Went out with 2 separate groups, 2 friends who don't know each other, a friend and a family member, etc. Avoid inside jokes, reminiscing with one of them when the other can't relate, or making future plans with one that won't involve the other. It's just rude, and use the common link between them should be focused on making them both comfortable and facilitating them getting to know each other. Don't waste time associating with people that you wouldn't trust your kids with. If people don't have their act together by a certain age, just move on. Don't give out unsolicited advice. People are almost never going to respond to it the way you think. I know so many busybodies IRL that just can't stop trying to impose their values on others, and it's a total mood killer. There's a no-go list for jobs: military, openly pro-Israel, Amazon, anti-union, credit card companies, junk loans. Might be more. Not doing it, won't even apply. A lot of the parts I'm seeing here, I can honestly think of some wild exceptions to, and I have a lot of personal lines I incorporate moderation into based on the facts. But no exceptions ever for these. Refusal to do anything against my personal ethics. I've quit high-paying jobs in the past for being asked to do shady things, and I would do it again. Luckily, I found a job that gives me a lot of autonomy in my work and, for legal reasons, will not ask me to do anything I don't agree with. Along with this, I refuse to be the a-hole that goes into work sick. Never say to when someone says they love me, "You love me, I love you," but never ever say to. The "I love you too" is a repeat of what I said and has no meaning or power, and all its strength is a "to," but I say I love you when you say you love me. All the strength is the "I" comes from me and not because you told me. It's the little things. I never break a promise. However, due to committing to a promise I shouldn't have made but refuse to break. I rarely make promises either. They're saved for things I can 100 do. I also make a point to compliment strangers on cool outfit and hair choices. It takes 10-20 seconds and makes their day brighter. It also gets me out of my comfort zone socially. Cheating, no matter the circumstance, selling my body, intentionally hurting someone else for my own selfish gain, putting others down for no reason, being automatically rude if person wasn't rude first, denying God, cutting my little siblings out my life could never. I raised them watching somebody struggle and doing absolutely nothing to help. Using slurs. I can't stand people that say, "Well, if it's in a song it's okay," or "You're with friends, no one will know." There's just no reason to use a slur if you know how hurtful it is to use it. Every time you use it casually you are accepting that you don't care the pain that word has caused other people. It's so easy to just not say them. Never cheat, and if you are single never get intimate with a person who is in a relationship. If it's meant to be they will be yours and all yours one day. Don't be a home wrecker. Also, if they cheat with you, they'll cheat on you. Be a man of your word. It's sad just how many people have no integrity nowadays. Shocking actually. I am never cruel, especially with my words. I do not ever hit below the belt so to speak, even if the person deserves it. I never return unkindness with unkindness. I'm well aware of how words can wound, and how once they're said, they can never be taken back, and I refuse to ever hurt anyone like that, even if they hurt me first. I have too. I drink alcohol, but I don't touch drugs or nicotine. And I never plan on doing so. If you cheat on someone in a relationship you are absolute scum. There was a time in my life someone very close to me got cheated on and I know the pain it causes. If you do that to someone without feeling empathy you are unforgivable. 1. No cheating on my husband. I have no reason to break that one in the first place. He's perfect to me. 2. I'm in a fandom of something that has tons of haters who send the nastiest stuff and I swore I'll never give the same energy back. It wouldn't make me better than them. 3. I will kick your ass if you hurt my pets. I am a vault. I am Vegas. If you tell me a secret, it is locked down. I will not even tell my husband, my mom, my sister, literally no one. Sometimes I have kept a secret and then been angry to find out it's no longer secret. Caveat: as a teacher I am an obligate reporter of abuse that is not a secret, it's a crime. If I go out to eat the day after Christmas I tip a minimum of $20, usually more. I've waited tables and going back to being on your feet right after the holidays, when your kids are still off and having fun without you. Sucks a little less when the people you wait on aren't shitty and make it worth your while. No milk, no yeast. Brush and plait hair every day at 7 AM and 8:30 PM. Practice violin at 7 PM for at least 1 hour. Study violin history, theory, composers' music for at least an hour. I'm autistic, can you tell? Got my diagnosis 5/3/23, so it really explains a lot of things about me. Still feels fresh though. No beer until halftime of the first Sunday football game. I'm on the West Coast, where games start at 10 AM. No work talk after I leave the office. Any thoughts about work are intrusive thoughts, which must be banished. If I buy a book, another has to go into the little free library. No book hoarding. I don't drink when I go to big events that I've paid for: concerts, football games, etc. I typically want to enjoy the moment, and while alcohol can heighten the experience it definitely speeds time up and makes things more fuzzy. I want my money's worth out of those things. Also, the prices are absurd. I never treat people poorly when out and about. I worked customer service for almost 10 years and some people are just so miserable and will use any excuse to treat people poorly. I refuse to make other people's existence miserable no matter how miserable mine is. That's my problem, not theirs. Not talk negatively about my kid. I can complain but I will always prioritize her. My mom told her friends terrible things about me all the time. Her friends ended up treating me horribly. My kid will never go through that. But I also have better friends who are always kind to my kid. I always have and always will apologize to my kids and change my mind about something I gave a knee-jerk no to, especially when they were little. I will not speak negatively of my partner to anyone. I fix everyone's plate in the house. I love doing it and they always appreciate it. If you want to know what a man is truly like, take a good look at how he treats his inferiors, not his equals. I apply this rule to myself on how I treat people. I also have the private goal of never being the person costume or service people will complain about in the break room. I work in a haunted house where children are allowed with a guardian if the child looks genuinely scared. I'm not scaring them or anyone in their area. I'll disable all my animatronics and sound effects I can and stay hidden. That kid is terrified and I'm not contributing to that. Drinking and driving even half the glass of wine. Just be a sounding board for family and friends when they are disparaging husbands, children, etc. Don't agree or disagree. Just listen. This always goes bad for you if you have an opinion once they're not mad anymore. Never prank people. Never bring up embarrassing stories to make someone uncomfortable. Never make fun of someone's looks or mannerisms. If you're not happy in a relationship, confront it, try to fix it, or end it. Always say please, thank you, I'm sorry, and excuse me. Never take a loan on a depreciating asset, i.e. a car. Always pay cash. I've owned 6 cars in my life. None have ever been the flashiest or newest most rate 10 years old with 100k miles at time of purchase, but I will never buy one that I can afford in cash. Period.